Dear friends, today we embark on a profound journey, a journey that touches the very essence of our existence. We are going to explore a topic that resonates deeply within each of us, particularly during times of loss and grief, the fate of the soul in the first 9 days after death. This is not merely a contemplation of sorrow, it is an exploration of hope, connection, and understanding. When we lose a loved one, our hearts are burdened with a mix of nostalgia and heartache. We often find ourselves grappling with difficult questions. Where are their souls now? Have they found peace? Is there anything we can do to assist them on their journey? These questions linger in our minds, haunting us and prompting us to seek answers that may provide comfort. In ancient cultures, this sacred period was treated with reverence and respect. People understood that the transition from the physical to the spiritual realm is not just a mere event. It is a significant and transformative journey that every soul undertakes. The first 9 days after death are considered crucial, a time when the soul is gradually separating from the physical body, akin to waking from a deep, unfamiliar sleep. Just as a newborn needs time to adapt to its new world, the soul requires time to adjust to its new reality. As we delve deeper into this exploration, we will uncover the different stages the soul experiences during these 9 days. Each culture has its own interpretations of this journey, yet there is a striking commonality among them: the understanding that this period is sacred and holds profound significance. Before we dive into the intricacies of this topic, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever wondered about the fate of a loved one after they have passed? Your insights and experiences are valuable to us. And while you're at it, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your support not only encourages us, but also helps to spread awareness about these important discussions. So, let us embark on this journey together, seeking not only to understand what happens to the soul after death, but also to connect with our loved ones in the most meaningful way possible. As we navigate this delicate terrain, we will share stories, insights, and personal reflections that will enrich our understanding of life, death, and the enduring connections we share with those we have lost. The concept of the soul has intrigued humanity for centuries, transcending cultures, religions, and philosophies. It is a delicate subject that intertwines with our deepest emotions and beliefs about life, death, and what lies beyond. At its core, the soul is often viewed as the essence of our being, the part of us that embodies our thoughts, emotions, and consciousness. This essential aspect of ourselves raises profound questions, particularly when faced with the loss of a loved one. When someone we care for departs from this world, we are left grappling with a whirlwind of emotions: sadness, confusion, and sometimes even anger. We mourn their absence, yet we are also filled with a fragile hope that their soul has found peace and that they know how deeply we love them. This duality of feeling is a natural part of the grieving process. It compels us to seek understanding and to find ways to honor the souls of those who have passed. Many cultures have rich traditions surrounding the soul and its journey after death. In various religious beliefs, the soul is often seen as immortal, embarking on a journey that continues beyond the physical realm. For instance, in Christianity, the soul is believed to be judged after death, determining its eternal fate in either heaven or hell. In Hinduism, the concept of reincarnation suggests that the soul undergoes a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth until it attains moksha, or liberation. Similarly, Buddhism speaks of the bardo, an intermediate state between death and rebirth, where the soul navigates its past actions and their consequences. The universality of these beliefs points to a shared human intuition that the soul is something greater than our physical existence. It is a thread that connects us to the cosmos, to each other, and to the infinite possibilities of existence. This understanding can be comforting, especially during the difficult times of loss. The notion that our loved ones are not entirely gone, but rather on a different journey, can provide solace in our grief. The first 9 days after death are considered particularly significant in many traditions. This period is viewed as a sacred time for both the deceased and the living. The soul is believed to be in a transitional phase, gradually separating from the physical body and coming to terms with its new reality. During this time, The emotional state of those left behind can have a profound impact on the soul's journey. Our thoughts, prayers, and even our sorrow can create an invisible connection that helps guide them along their path. As we navigate our own feelings of loss, we often wonder, how can we support the souls of our departed loved ones? One of the most valuable gifts we can offer is our love and compassion. Maintaining a positive emotional state can create an environment that allows the soul to move forward. Our prayers and thoughts act as a bridge, connecting us to those who have passed. Simple acts of remembrance, lighting candles, sharing stories, or even speaking their names can serve as powerful reminders that their essence continues to live on in our hearts. Moreover, it is essential to understand that the grieving process is not linear. Each person's journey is unique, shaped by their experiences, beliefs, and emotional landscape. Some may find comfort in rituals and traditions that honor the departed, while others may seek solace in personal reflection. What remains constant, however, is the love that binds us to those we have lost. This love transcends time and space, ensuring that even in their physical absence, their souls remain a part of us. In many cultures, the importance of honoring the deceased is emphasized through various rituals and ceremonies. These practices serve not only to pay tribute to the departed, but also to facilitate the healing process for those left behind. They create a sacred space for reflection, remembrance, and connection, whether it is through prayer, meditation, or communal gatherings. These traditions allow us to express our emotions and share our stories, fostering a sense of unity among those who are grieving. As we explore the concept of the soul and its journey, we must also reflect on our own lives. How are we living? Are we nurturing our own souls and those of the people around us? The choices we make, the love we share, and the kindness we extend all contribute to the collective tapestry of existence. Engaging in acts of compassion, whether big or small, can create a ripple effect that touches not only our lives, but also the lives of those who have passed. Additionally, the first 9 days after death can serve as a reminder to cherish the moments we have with our loved ones while they are still with us. Life is fleeting, and embracing each moment with love and gratitude can help us cultivate deeper connections. This perspective encourages us to live authentically, to forgive, and to seek reconciliation when conflicts arise. Ultimately, it reminds us that the legacy we leave behind is not measured in material possessions, but in the love and kindness we share throughout our lives. In conclusion, the concept of the soul is a profound and multifaceted topic, rich with meaning and significance. As we reflect on the journey of the soul, particularly during the critical first 9 days after death, we are reminded of the importance of love, compassion, and connection. Our souls are intertwined, and the bonds we share transcend the physical realm. By nurturing these connections, honoring the departed, and living with intention, we can create a legacy of love that endures beyond our earthly existence. As we move forward in this exploration, let us carry with us the understanding that the soul's journey is not one of isolation but of connection. A reminder that love is a powerful force that can guide us all, both in life and in death. The transition process of the soul after death is a deeply layered and complex journey that has captivated the human imagination for centuries. Various cultures and religions provide insights into what occurs during this critical time, particularly in the first 9 days after death. This period is often viewed as sacred, serving as a bridge between the physical world and the spiritual realm. Understanding this process can provide comfort not only to those grieving, but also to the souls navigating their new existence. In many spiritual traditions, the first 9 days after death are considered crucial for the soul's journey. This time frame allows the soul to gradually detach from its physical body and the earthly realm. The number 9 appears frequently in various cultures, symbolizing a completion or a significant transition. For instance, in the Orthodox Christian tradition, the 9th day is associated with the 9 choirs of angels that assist the soul in its journey to the afterlife. In Buddhism, this period aligns with the Bardo stage, where the soul must navigate its past actions and prepare for rebirth. During these 9 days, the soul undergoes several phases of awareness and transformation. The transition is not instantaneous. It requires time for the soul to acclimatize to its new reality. Just as a newborn takes time to adjust to the world outside the womb, the soul must come to terms with its departure from the physical life it once knew. In the first 24 hours, the soul may still feel a strong connection to its physical body and the environment it inhabited. Many who have had near-death experiences describe a sensation of floating above their bodies, observing the events unfolding around them. This detachment can evoke feelings of helplessness, as the soul recognizes it can no longer interact with the physical world. By the second day, the soul begins to grasp the reality of its situation, attempting to revisit familiar places and seeking comfort in memories associated with loved ones. However, this yearning can lead to emotional turmoil as the soul realizes it cannot return to its former life. The presence of family members and friends can be incredibly impactful during this time, as their prayers and comforting words provide solace to the soul. As the third day arrives, the soul gains a deeper understanding of its new state. It begins to recognize that it cannot revert to its previous life, and that acceptance is essential for its journey to continue. This is a pivotal moment where the emotional well-being of the living can significantly influence the soul's transition. Negative emotions, such as despair and regret, can create obstacles that keep the soul tethered to the earthly realm, hindering its progress towards spiritual liberation. As the transition progresses into days 4 through 6, the soul enters a phase of reflection. This period is often described as a life review, where the soul revisits significant moments from its earthly existence. It is as if the soul is flipping through the pages of a book, examining the choices it made, the relationships it nurtured, and the impact it had on others. This introspection can be both enlightening and challenging, as the soul confronts its past actions and their consequences. During this time, the soul may encounter those who have passed before it, family, friends, or spiritual guides. These reunions can provide immense comfort and reassurance, helping the soul to let go of its earthly attachments. The presence of these guides is believed to facilitate the soul's understanding of its journey and provide the support needed to move forward. On the fifth day, the soul begins to experience a profound transformation in perception. The worries and material concerns that once seemed so vital start to fade away, replaced by a deeper understanding of spiritual truths. The soul begins to recognize the interconnectedness of all beings and the importance of love and compassion. This newfound clarity allows the soul to release its ties to the physical world more easily. By the sixth day, the soul reaches a significant milestone in its transition. It no longer identifies with its physical form or the roles it played in life. Instead, it recognizes itself as an eternal spiritual being, part of a greater whole. This realization fosters a sense of peace and acceptance, allowing the soul to prepare for the next phase of its journey. The final 3 days of this sacred period are characterized by completion and preparation for the soul's new existence. On the seventh day, the soul achieves clarity and peace, fully embracing its transition. It no longer feels the pull of the past, but can still observe the happenings of the physical world. This observation can serve as a way for the soul to say goodbye to its loved ones, ensuring they know it is at peace. As the eighth day arrives, the soul begins to sever the last remaining ties to the earthly realm. It may no longer feel the need to remain close to familiar places or people, understanding that love transcends physical presence. The soul starts to recognize that it can maintain connections through memories, prayers, and good deeds performed in its name. By the ninth day, the soul is fully prepared to enter the next stage of existence. It has shed the burdens of the physical world and is ready to embrace a new reality, free from the constraints of time and space. The connection to the earthly realm becomes tenuous, akin to a thread that may be stretched but not completely broken. Love and memories continue to serve as a bridge between the realms, allowing the soul to feel supported and cherished even as it moves on. Understanding the transition process of the soul can empower us to offer better support to our loved ones during their journey. One of the most effective ways to facilitate their passage is by maintaining a calm and positive emotional state. Our thoughts and feelings can create an invisible connection that helps the soul navigate its new reality. During this time, It is vital to avoid negative emotions that could hinder the soul's progress. Prayers hold significant power during this period, whether through formal religious rituals or personal, heartfelt prayers. Offering words of encouragement can provide the soul with a sense of guidance and comfort. Lighting candles, sharing memories, and performing acts of kindness in honor of the departed can create a nurturing environment that supports their transition. Additionally, participating in rituals and ceremonies that honor the deceased can create a sacred space for both the living and the departed. These gatherings allow us to share our emotions, celebrate the lives of those we've lost, and reinforce the bonds that connect us. They serve as a reminder that love endures, even in the face of death. As we reflect on the transition process of the soul, we are reminded of the delicate interplay between life and death. The first 9 days after death represent a significant phase in the journey of the soul, filled with profound transformation, reflection, and eventual acceptance. By understanding this process, we can better support our loved ones, ensuring that they feel our love and presence as they navigate their new reality. Ultimately, this exploration invites us to cherish our connections, honor the memories of those who have passed, and live our lives with intention and compassion. The journey of the soul serves as a poignant reminder that love transcends all boundaries, linking us to each other and to the infinite possibilities of existence that await beyond this life. The emotional landscape we navigate during times of loss profoundly influences not only our own healing process, but also the journey of the soul of the departed. Emotions are powerful forces, capable of shaping our experiences and perceptions. When a loved one passes away, those left behind often grapple with a complex array of emotions: grief, anger, guilt, and even relief. Understanding how these emotions impact the transition of the soul can provide valuable insights and comfort during a challenging time. Grief is perhaps the most predominant emotion experienced after the loss of a loved one. It manifests in various forms, from deep sorrow to moments of unexpected joy as memories resurface. This emotional state can create a heavy atmosphere that affects not only the individual experiencing it, but also the surrounding environment. The energy we project during this time can influence the soul's journey, as it is believed that the emotional state of the living can create a bridge to the departed. When individuals are engulfed in sorrow, their grief can resonate with the soul, potentially complicating its transition. The soul might sense the pain of its loved ones, feeling an emotional pull that keeps it tethered to the earthly realm. This connection can hinder the soul's ability to fully embrace its new reality. Therefore, maintaining a sense of emotional balance is crucial, not only for personal healing but also for the benefit of the departed. Conversely, love and positive memories can create an uplifting environment that aids the soul's transition. When we remember our loved ones with joy and gratitude, we elevate the emotional energy surrounding their memory. This positive reflection can guide the soul toward peace, allowing it to feel supported during its journey. Acts of remembrance, such as sharing stories, celebrating the life lived, or engaging in rituals that honor the deceased, can significantly impact the soul's experience. These acts serve as affirmations of love that resonate across the divide between the physical and spiritual realms. Anger is another common emotion that surfaces during the grieving process. Whether it's anger directed at the deceased for leaving, at oneself for perceived shortcomings, or at circumstances that led to the loss, this emotion can create barriers. Anger can manifest as frustration, resentment, or a feeling of injustice. If left unaddressed, it can lead to emotional stagnation, making it difficult for both the living and the departed to find closure. The soul may struggle to move forward if it senses unresolved anger lingering in the hearts of its loved ones. Processing this anger is essential. It involves acknowledging the feelings without allowing them to dominate the emotional landscape. Engaging in open conversations about these feelings, whether with friends, family, or a professional, can facilitate healing. By addressing and releasing anger, individuals can create a more harmonious emotional environment, allowing the soul to transition more smoothly. Guilt often accompanies grief as well. Survivors may experience guilt over things left unsaid or actions not taken during the deceased's life. This emotion can be particularly potent, as it often stems from love and concern for the departed. However, guilt can act as an anchor, preventing healing and hindering the soul's journey. It is vital to recognize that the deceased would likely want their loved ones to find peace and joy, rather than to be weighed down by feelings of guilt. Finding ways to forgive oneself is an essential step in the healing process. This forgiveness can be facilitated through introspection, dialogue with the departed, or even writing letters expressing one's thoughts and feelings. By releasing guilt, individuals can create an emotional climate that allows the soul to feel free to continue its journey. Relief can also emerge as a complex emotion, especially in cases of prolonged suffering or illness. While it is natural to feel relief when a loved one is no longer in pain, this feeling can coexist with sadness and guilt. The interplay of these emotions can create confusion, making it challenging to navigate the grieving process. It is essential to acknowledge all emotions as valid and to allow oneself the space to experience them fully. Understanding that relief does not negate love is crucial. Finding ways to honor the complexities of these feelings can help create a balanced emotional environment. This balance fosters a deeper connection between the living and the departed, allowing the soul to move forward while still feeling appreciated and remembered. The power of collective emotion cannot be underestimated. When families and communities come together to support one another during a time of loss, the emotional energy can become a powerful source of healing. Shared grief can create a network of support, allowing individuals to express their feelings openly and receive comfort from others. This communal experience can be incredibly beneficial, as it reinforces the idea that no one is alone in their sorrow. Rituals and gatherings serve as vital expressions of this collective emotion. Funerals, memorial services, and other commemorative events provide spaces for shared grief, love, and remembrance. These gatherings allow individuals to express their feelings in a supportive environment, creating a sense of unity that can transcend individual grief. The emotional energy generated during these events can uplift the soul, guiding it toward peace and acceptance. Moreover, the impact of emotions extends beyond the immediate time frame of mourning. The emotions we carry in our hearts long after the funeral can continue to influence the journey of the departed soul. It is essential to cultivate a lasting connection with our loved ones, allowing their memory to inspire positive actions in our lives. This ongoing connection can be a source of strength and comfort, reminding us that love endures even in death. In navigating our emotions, it is also essential to engage in self-care. Grieving can be exhausting, both physically and emotionally. Prioritizing personal well-being through practices such as meditation, journaling, or engaging in nature can help restore balance. Taking time to reflect on cherished memories and honoring the deceased through personal rituals can create a positive emotional landscape, enhancing the connection with the departed. Ultimately, the impact of emotions on the transition of the soul underscores the profound interconnectedness of life and death. Our feelings can create bridges that link us to those we have lost, influencing their journey as they navigate their new reality. By embracing our emotions, grief, love, anger, guilt, and relief, we can foster an environment that allows the soul to find peace and fulfillment. As we honor our loved ones, let us also honor ourselves in the process. Acknowledging our emotions and creating a supportive space for healing can transform our grief into a celebration of life and love. Through this journey, we can nurture a lasting connection with those who have departed, ensuring that their essence continues to illuminate our lives, guiding us as we navigate our own paths forward. In this way, love transcends the boundaries of life and death, reinforcing the understanding that we are never truly alone. The journey of the soul after death is a subject rich with personal stories and cultural narratives that illustrate the profound connection between the living and the departed. These stories not only provide comfort but also highlight the various ways individuals have experienced and understood the transition process. By exploring these examples, we can gain insight into the emotional landscape surrounding death and the enduring bonds that persist beyond physical existence. One poignant story comes from a woman named Maria, who lost her grandmother after a long illness. Throughout her grandmother's final days, Maria often sat by her bedside, recounting cherished memories and sharing stories from their past. After her grandmother passed, Maria felt an overwhelming sense of loss, but also a lingering presence that seemed to envelop her. In the days that followed, she began to notice small signs that reminded her of her grandmother. An unexpected song playing on the radio, the scent of her grandmother's favorite perfume wafting through the air, and even the gentle rustling of leaves outside her window. These moments acted as a bridge for Maria, allowing her to feel connected to her grandmother even in death. She found solace in the belief that her grandmother was still with her, guiding her through her grief. Maria began to honor her grandmother's memory by creating a small altar in her home, filled with photographs, flowers, and mementos. This sacred space became a source of comfort, reminding Maria of her grandmother's love and wisdom. As she continued to engage with this space, Maria felt her grandmother's spirit encouraging her to embrace life fully, reinforcing the idea that love transcends the boundaries of death. Similarly, the story of David illustrates the impact of collective grieving and the importance of community support. When David's father passed unexpectedly, the family was plunged into a state of shock and sorrow. In the days following the funeral, David's mother organized a gathering for family and friends to share stories and memories of his father. This event became a cathartic experience, as people recounted the joy, laughter, and lessons imparted by David's father. During this gathering, David felt a profound sense of connection, not only with his father but also with those who had shared his life. The collective sharing of stories fostered an emotional environment that allowed everyone to express their grief, transforming it into a celebration of a life well lived. David realized that his father's legacy was not just in the memories they shared but in the love and support that blossomed within their community. This experience reinforced for him the idea that the bonds created through love and shared experiences remain intact even after death. In various cultures, rituals play a vital role in honoring the deceased and facilitating the transition of the soul. For instance, in many indigenous cultures, the practice of smudging involves burning sacred herbs to cleanse the spirit of the departed and the living. A family shared their experience of smudging during the mourning period for their grandmother. As they gathered in a circle, they passed the smudge stick around, inviting each family member to share a memory or a lesson learned from their grandmother. This communal act not only honored her memory but also helped each person release their grief into the smoke, allowing it to dissipate and transform into something beautiful. The act of storytelling in this context became a healing balm for the family. They felt their grandmother's presence as they shared laughter and tears, reinforcing the idea that she would always be a part of them. The ritual provided a framework for their emotions, allowing them to navigate their grief together while celebrating the wisdom and love their grandmother had imparted. Another inspiring example comes from a man named Ahmed, who lost his wife unexpectedly. In the aftermath of her death, he struggled with feelings of guilt and despair. One evening, while reflecting on their life together, he decided to write a letter to his wife, expressing all the things he wished he had said while she was alive. This act of writing allowed Ahmed to articulate his feelings, confront his guilt, and ultimately find a sense of closure. In the weeks that followed, Ahmed began to experience moments that felt like signs from his wife. He would often find her favorite book open to a page that resonated with his current feelings, or see a sunset that reminded him of a special trip they had taken together. These experiences filled him with a sense of peace, reinforcing the belief that his wife was still watching over him. To honor her memory, he started volunteering at a local charity that she had been passionate about, channeling his grief into positive action. Through this process, Ahmed discovered that his love for her could manifest in ways that continued to impact the world, creating a legacy that honored her spirit. The story of Eliza further emphasizes the emotional connections that can persist after death. After losing her beloved cat, Eliza felt an intense sense of loss and loneliness. To cope, she began journaling about her experiences and emotions related to her pet. Over time, she noticed that her writing transformed into a form of communication with her cat, allowing her to express her love and gratitude while also processing her grief. Eliza's journaling became a therapeutic outlet, helping her navigate her feelings of sadness and longing. As she wrote, she felt an overwhelming sense of connection to her cat, believing that their bond remained intact despite the physical separation. This practice of journaling not only provided comfort, but also allowed her to celebrate the joy her cat brought to her life. By sharing her experiences with others through a blog, Eliza created a community of pet owners who could relate to her journey, further reinforcing the idea that love endures beyond loss. In many spiritual traditions, the belief in the continued presence of the departed is reflected through practices such as Dia de los Muertos in Mexico, where families create altars to honor their loved ones. One family shared their experience of preparing for the celebration, which involved cooking favorite dishes of the deceased and decorating their altars with photos and mementos. During the festivities, they would share stories and reminisce about their loved ones, fostering a sense of togetherness and joy. This celebration of life and memory allowed them to honor their ancestors while also embracing the cycle of life and death. The family felt a profound connection to their loved ones during the celebration, reinforcing the belief that the souls of the departed were present among them. This practice served as a reminder that death is not an end, but rather a continuation of love and connection. These stories and examples illustrate the myriad ways individuals cope with loss and honor the memory of their loved ones. They highlight the importance of emotional expression, community support, and rituals in facilitating the transition of the soul. Through shared experiences, storytelling, and acts of remembrance, we create bridges that connect us to those we have lost, allowing their spirits to live on within us. In reflecting on these narratives, we can find solace in the understanding that love transcends physical boundaries. The bonds we share with our departed loved ones continue to shape our lives, guiding us as we navigate our own journeys. By embracing our emotions and honoring the memories of those we have lost, we ensure that their legacies endure, reminding us of the profound connections that unite us all in the tapestry of existence. The exploration of the soul's journey after death, particularly during the significant first 9 days, reveals a rich tapestry of human experience, emotion, and belief. Through stories of individual loss, cultural rituals, and personal reflections, we have seen how the transition of the soul is not a solitary experience, but rather one that is deeply interconnected with the emotions of the living. This journey teaches us profound lessons about love, connection, and the ongoing nature of existence beyond physical boundaries. One of the most significant lessons is the understanding that grief is a universal experience. Yet it is uniquely personal. Each individual processes loss differently, influenced by their emotions, beliefs, and cultural backgrounds. While grief can often feel isolating, recognizing that many share similar feelings can foster a sense of community and support. The stories shared throughout this exploration illustrate how collective mourning can create a healing environment, allowing individuals to express their sorrow while also celebrating the lives of those they have lost. In this way, grief becomes a shared experience, reinforcing the bonds of love and remembrance among family and friends. The impact of emotions on both the living and the departed cannot be overstated. The emotional energy we project during times of loss can significantly affect the soul's journey. Positive emotions, such as love and gratitude, can help guide the soul toward peace, while negative emotions, like anger and guilt, can create obstacles that hinder its transition. By cultivating emotional awareness and striving for a balanced emotional state, we not only facilitate our own healing, but also support the souls of our loved ones in their journey. The stories of individuals like Maria, David, Ahmed, and Eliza highlight the power of remembrance and the importance of honoring our loved ones. Engaging in rituals, sharing memories, and creating spaces for reflection can transform grief into a celebration of life. These acts of remembrance serve as affirmations of love that transcend death, reinforcing the belief that our connections endure beyond physical existence. By creating altars, participating in communal gatherings, or simply telling stories, we keep the memory of our loved ones alive, allowing their essence to continue influencing our lives. Another critical lesson is the importance of self-care during the grieving process. Grief can be exhausting, both emotionally and physically. It is vital to prioritize personal well-being through practices that nurture the soul, be it meditation, journaling, or engaging in nature. Taking time to reflect on cherished memories and honoring the deceased through personal rituals not only aids in processing grief, but also fosters a deeper connection with those we have lost. Additionally, the act of communication, whether through writing letters, journaling, or sharing stories, can be a powerful tool for healing. It allows individuals to articulate their feelings, confront unresolved emotions, and ultimately find closure. This practice reminds us that while death may separate us physically, the bonds of love and connection can still flourish through our words and memories. The narratives surrounding cultural practices, such as Dia de los Muertos, illustrate how rituals can create a sacred space for honoring the departed. These communal celebrations reinforce the understanding that death is not an end, but rather a continuation of love and connection. By embracing these traditions, we can find comfort in the belief that our loved ones remain a part of our lives, influencing our actions and guiding us through our journeys. Ultimately, the exploration of the soul's journey and the impact of emotions serves as a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of all beings. Love transcends the boundaries of life and death, linking us to one another and to the infinite possibilities of existence that lie beyond. This understanding can bring solace during times of loss, reinforcing the belief that our loved ones are never truly gone. They continue to exist within our hearts and memories. As we conclude this exploration, let us carry forward the lessons learned about love, connection, and the enduring nature of the soul. By embracing our emotions, honoring our loved ones, and fostering supportive communities, we can navigate the complexities of grief while celebrating the profound relationships that shape our lives. In doing so, we ensure that the legacies of those we have lost continue to inspire and illuminate our paths, guiding us as we move forward in this intricate tapestry of existence. As we reflect on the profound journey of the soul and the impact of our emotions during times of loss, it is essential to recognize the power each of us holds in honoring our loved ones and nurturing our connections. This is a call to action for everyone to embrace the lessons learned and to actively participate in creating a legacy of love and remembrance. First, take a moment to reflect on the memories you cherish of those you have lost. Write them down, share them with others, or create a dedicated space in your home that honors their memory. This act of remembrance not only keeps their spirit alive, but also reinforces the bonds that transcend death. Next, consider engaging in communal rituals or gatherings that celebrate life and connection. Whether through family gatherings, memorial services, or community events, coming together to share stories and emotions fosters healing and unity. Invite friends and family to join you in these acts of remembrance, creating a supportive environment where everyone can express their feelings. Additionally, make self-care a priority during your own grieving process. Allow yourself the time and space to feel, reflect, and heal. Engage in practices that nurture your spirit, be it meditation, nature walks, or creative expression. By caring for yourself, you create a stronger foundation to support others in their journeys. Finally, open the lines of communication with those around you. Share your thoughts and feelings about loss, and encourage others to do the same. By fostering an environment of open dialogue, we can collectively navigate the complexities of grief and find solace in shared experiences. Let us honor the legacies of our loved ones by actively participating in the ongoing journey of love and connection. Together, we can create a tapestry of remembrance that not only reflects the past, but also guides us into the future, ensuring that the bonds we share remain strong and vibrant.